Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be explaining my project to you. So in art, the elements and principles are our most important component. So we do want to spend some time understanding them and learning to talk about them so we can build upon that and scaffold later on down the road. So let's talk about this project that I have set up for you to teach. Okay, let's start with the website. So all of our steps are on this nice little sign panel. Okay, project steps. You also have a teacher guide and a project file folder. So let's start with the teacher guide. Now, in the teacher guide, okay, you're going to see a Google Doc that will allow you to scroll and you'll be able to read what subject material we're covering. Like I said, the elements and principles of art, and why I expect those students to learn that. Now, we've already started a Google slide presentation. There's a template for that in your resource folder. I also have examples for the Google drawings, and I have videos that I have personally made to kind of walk the students through it, and you can find those in your project tab. Okay, as far as assessments, the ones we're going to really definitely depend on are our checklists, so we can make sure our students hit all of those points, and our reflections, so the students are able to talk and reflect upon the work that we do, because that is super important that they understand, did they hit all the marks? Okay, we also have some quick assessments for you to use during class. I personally use Mentimeter, where the students can just chime in with questions or answers, and I can get a feel for who knows what before we move forward. Gamification is a huge digital trend, so I want to make sure we do a Kahoot, because then you have the game element and the students really love that. Even my high school students cannot get over how fun it is to compete in a learning game. So make sure you include a Kahoot while you're teaching this lesson. And then I like to use Padlet. It is great for visual teachers, because what you can do is have all the students post their drawings and works on that, and you can talk about it, and they can use the vocabulary that you're going to introduce upon teaching this lesson. Okay, and then at the end, I do like to give a formal assessment. We use Mastery Manager, but any kind of formal assessment tool will work for you. Okay, but Mastery Manager allows me to upload a answer key and grade, and I can turn on randomized questions, and I can easily have students retake questions they miss so they can prove mastery of the skill. So let me walk you through the steps of my project, and we'll talk about our technology integration and all the cool stuff going on there. Okay, so the first step is our research component. Now the kids are going to have to learn about the elements and principles of art and really kind of set up their Google slides so they can import that information that they're going to be gathering throughout the project. So as they begin to research, you can see right here that I gave them a nice slide organization folder. There is also in your project file folder a template Google slide that you can push out to all your students through the LMS that you are using. For Schoology, it will actually give each student their own template, and I'll be able to open it up based on who's working on it, and I can see the progress in real time as they're going. Now, for me personally, giving them a template I find helps, because then there's no question on where you're putting things, and it helps those lower special ed students, able to stay organized and make sure they don't miss steps. So I really think that is a key function. As you can see, there's lots of videos for you to look at, some how-to Google slides on this, and then the template right here at the bottom. Now, if we move on to 2, this is where some of those cool technology resources come into play. So for example, we're going to be using Pictochart to create really cool infographics, and infographics are so important in art, so they're bright and colorful and grab the attention. So you can see some student examples down here at the bottom. In Google Draw, the students will actually be taking those elements and principles, the things they know about them, and putting it together in a visual format. Okay, so here's my example for our Google Drawing and my video explaining how to use some of the tools in Google Drawing to kind of help them out. And last but not least, step 4, they are going to be responsible for recording themselves just like I am right now and explaining the things in their Google Drawing and how they relate to the principles, and elements. So if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see me explaining mine, and this is a great resource for students so they know kind of how to walk themselves through it. Now, if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. Hopefully, I included all the necessary information to kind of get you started and get you excited. But this project is great because it lends itself to the students being creative, being able to learn new skills in Google Slides, which they're going to learn in other classes and use in other classes. And it introduces them to a couple cool resources like Google Drawing and Pictochart, and of course, Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, guys, I can't wait to see what you do. Have a great day.